Attention listeners, mark your calendars for Colorado Gives Day on December 10th. Support AfterSight and give to the causes you care about. Go to coloradogivesday.org/organizations/AfterSight between now and December 10th to make your donation.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2024 Unmute Holiday Gift Guide. And with me, I've got Michael Babcock. Say hello, Michael.
Hey Marty, I'm so glad you joined me this year. Last year was a bit lonely, even though I had our community members sharing their thoughts with us. You joined me and brought some friends.
I did. I'm glad that we're all able to get together this year and do it, though, and put the full Unmute on the gift guide. So it'll be fun. Hopefully people will find some good stuff here. And,
Who do we have?
We also have Chris Cooke with us. Hey, Crick.
Hey,
Crick.
I've been called that before. No problem. Hey, Marty and everybody.
And we also have Liz Botner with us. Hey, Liz.
Hello.
So, Michael, let's kick this off with the first person.
Yeah, sure. So what we have done is we've gathered together some community submissions that you guys came together and brought us. And I think only one of us on this panel has something. So we're going to play the first one in and get your guys' thoughts about these. And I don't think Chris has heard any of these. I think Liz peeked at some of these, and I'm guessing Marty may have heard one or two of them. And I listened to them all. So we'll start with this one.
Hello, everyone. This is Jane, and I thought of a couple of gift ideas for the holidays, and I thought about lights for your cane, if you are a cane user. I have two sets of lights for you today. They're roughly around $15 to $20. One is the Faroes Cane Light from AmbiTech, which is one of the cane manufacturers in the US or Canada. They're selling the Faroes Cane Light for around $17. And what's cool is it's small, looks like a small flashlight with a USB port or USB little plug on the bottom, and you can charge it by a battery pack or a charger of some kind. To turn on the light, the top half twists to the right, which turns it on, and to the left, and it turns it off. You can attach the cane light on your cane. It comes with a couple of attachments that attach to the back of the lights. Or you can then attach it by a keychain, which is how I have that. The second light that I've been discovering is a biker's light, which is a magnetic light called a Taglit from a company called Niteize, Niteize. This is great for a variety of reasons, but I attach this to the loop of my Urban Explorer cane, and you can tell if the light is on or off you can turn it on and turn it off by a button, and then you can tell using a light detector, whether if it's a physical one or a app on your iPhone. It comes with a micro USB charger, which I believe it has been. I hope it's been updated to USB-C, but the model that I have is micro USB, and it's quite convenient. It magnetically closes around. I like to put it on the top of the loop of my cane, so it's just magnetically there. And this is useful for especially the time we are in now, the winter time, where you are traveling and it gets dark pretty fast, early into the early afternoon-ish, around there. So between these two lights, one of these, I guess, I could be visible. Or so I thought these would be a good gift for someone. And thank you so much.
I've never used a light on my cane, but I definitely see the value in it. Have any of you guys used a light on your cane?
I never have. But I do, like you said, I do definitely see the value in it.
Yeah. I just don't go walking out in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the dark. So we'll jump into the next one. Thank you for that submission. These are in no particular order. And here is number 2.
Hello, Unmute community. This is Evan Starnes, the host of the podcast Blind Level Tech. And my tech gadget is going to be the Kosari Dual Blaze 6.8 quarts air fryer. This is one of those air fryers, though, that's really unique because, you know, in a typical air fryer, you have one big spiral coil with a fan that is above the food and blows air downward onto the food. But then, you know, if you need to flip things or make sure that things get cooked evenly, you got to pull that basket out and shake it every 5-10 minutes. But this thing has a coil underneath the basket as well as above the basket, hence the dual blaze name, which means that you don't have to do that. And that, honestly, if you're blind, low vision, whatever, is super nice because you're not dealing with hot, splattery food and making sure that it's all cooked evenly. I've had mine for about a year now, and I could honestly live out of this thing if it were my only kitchen appliance. And the best part about it is, yes, the control panel is not super accessible. It's got touch buttons, but it's got Wi-Fi and can be integrated into the VSync app, which is pretty accessible. And the best part is that you can integrate it with your smart speaker. And then you can be like, hey, smart speaker, air fry at 360 degrees for 12 minutes. And then you're off to the races. You can get this on Amazon for about $180 at the time of this recording.
What do you think he's making?
French fries.
Chicken wings, maybe, right?
Chicken wings, yeah.
Yeah.
I've not used a smart air fryer. Ours has knobs on it, and I just give it a good twist, and then I set a timer with my smart speaker. And it works. But like he was describing, it only comes from the top, so you have to pull the food out and shake it all about a little bit and go from there.
Yeah, I've never owned an air fryer, so it'd be interesting to mess around with one and see what it's like.
Yeah, I have one, but it has knobs. I used to have one that I had to mark the buttons because it was a touch panel. But this one that I have now that I forgot the brand name, but it has actual knobs, and it's great. Yeah. I really think it's fun.
Yeah, but I think having one connected to your phone would be pretty fun. So I will tell you guys after this next one what tools we're using today to make this happen. But I have an unfair advantage. So if I, come out of these a little bit faster than everyone else, it's because I get to sit here and watch the countdown timers as they play.
Hello, everyone. This is Lucy from All Things Lady A, and here's another gift idea from the Unmute Presents team for the Holiday Gift Guide. You can give this as a stocking stuffer or put it under the tree in some cool wrapping paper or gift bag. It's affordable and gives a lot of pop for the money. It's the Echo Pop, an Alexa device by Amazon. It is a small and compact smart speaker featuring full sound that is great for apartments, bedrooms, and small spaces in your home. It's small enough to blend in and mighty enough to stand out. I have one in my apartment in my spare room, which I call the all-purpose room, and it has phenomenal sound for playing music, podcasts, sporting events, reading books, or anything you choose to listen to on an Alexa device. It is on special right now for just $17.99 on the Amazon website or mobile app on your smart device. So hurry and get it while this special lasts. Happy holiday season from Unmute Presents.
I have an Echo Pop. I bought it when it was on sale for $17 and some change. I forget exactly when, but I can tell you for sure that I have gotten all $17 and some change of use from having it. It is a brilliant little thing.
It sounds amazing too for the size. Like, you don't think about
Yes.
it. Like,
It really
does.
is.
Yeah, it does sound really good for how small it is. Because I thought, how, for such a small little thing, how is it going to have any good sound? But it turns out to actually have really good sound. Way better than you think.
That's great. I've never heard one before, so that's really neat.
you could pick one up on discount and
could.
and hear how amazing it sounds. Are you an Alexa household?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We tried to be Alexa household for a little bit, and we've landed back in the Siri home things. So, but yeah, great price for these. We're using Farrago to play this audio in, and Farrago is tied to Loopback. So what we've done is we've added a source to the Loopback device called Virtual Mic, which has my microphone and then Farrago, and then we pick that virtual mic from Zoom, and then we enabled the musician's sound or musician something. It's not original sound, but it's higher quality, so you guys can hear things like this. And I like this name she came up with. Let me know what you guys think.
Hello, Unmutables. This is Allison Sheridan of the Podfeed Podcast with my holiday pick for you. If you do any kind of presentations to audiences and you're using a Mac, you might be interested in a tool called Face Screen. It turns out sightlings like to see who's talking to them when they're watching a presentation. Maybe it's a screen share demo or some boring slide deck presentation. Having your face on screen can make it more interesting. Now, you would think an app designed for sightlings would not be accessible, so imagine my delight when I found all of the controls fully available using VoiceOver. I've written an extensive article about Face Screen and all of the options over at podfeed.com, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but I'll give you a bit of the flavor of the app. Face Screen runs as a menu bar app that allows you to toggle on and off your camera. The fun is in the settings. In there, you can change the shape of the floating window with your lovely mug in it from circle to squircle to rectangle. You can change the aspect ratio of the window, you can toggle between portrait and landscape, and you can even style the window's corner radius and size. You can zoom in and out on your video, and you can mirror your image. And you can even change things like saturation and contrast in your video. You can change which corner your video is in using settings as well. You can have text below your video to give maybe your website or your handle, or even something silly, which is what I do with it. Face Screen even has user-assignable keyboard shortcuts for 4 of the most common changes you'll want to make. I suggest having someone on the other end of a test call with you before you use it for real. Be sure to set your display's resolution to the one you'll be using during your presentation so the person on the other end can tell you how to adjust your video in Face Screen to make it look really good on their end. I really applaud the developer Ram Patra for giving us a fully accessible app made for people on the other end who can see. You can find Face Screen in the Mac App Store for the grand sum of $4.99 US.
That was our friend Allison Sheridan. She's super awesome. She's been in the podcast community forever. And I will say that she is definitely been around a long time. She's super supportive. She's been a mentor and also a really good friend over the years. And, she's taught me so much in the podcast world and kind of all of the things. And she's been a huge supporter and contributor for Unmute. She's super awesome. You got to go check out her podcast and give her a hello. She goes live every Sunday night, and she has a huge community, which is really fun. And she records live on Sunday nights. So go check out what she has going on over there. Thanks, Allison, so much. We so appreciate you.
Face Screen. Gonna have to play with that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. I think it might make it so some of our presentations are more engaging, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This voice, I don't know what we're going to do about this, Marty. It's going to be a little weird. It's like there's two of her.
Several lucky people on my Christmas gift giving list are receiving an awesome product that I just love that solves a lot of problems that we commonly experience. What am I talking about? The MagnaLink 360 Pro magnetic cables. You can purchase them from MagnaLink's website, or you can purchase them on Amazon. These are really awesome for so many reasons. These are magnetic cables with either a USB-A end, or you can put the adapter on that end and change it into USB-C. And then the little magnetic end, which looks like a concave little surface that it's a round hole basically. And then you have tips that come with the cables. The tips have a USB-C, micro, or lightning end that goes into the port of your device. And then sticking out of your device is this little tiny round nubby end, which snaps into the little concave end of the cable. And what's really great about these cables is that they offer data and charging. So you don't have to wonder if you can do your data transfer or not. The head on the cable also swivels. The head nearest the connection swivels all the way around in 360 degrees. And then just above that, there is also a moving part on the cable that swivels or actually moves in a 180 degrees plane. So there's no danger of the cable snapping, or if you trip over it, it's absolutely going to be disconnected from your device safely. So what comes in your package are 2 cables, one 3-foot and one 6-foot, and 3 tips, one each of USB-C, micro, and lightning. You can order more tips from the MagnaLink store, and you can also, of course, order more additional cables because you know you're going to love these. These solve so many issues, from where's the right cable to is it data or charging only, and what if someone trips over it. They're just great. They're really awesome. And so I highly recommend them for any tech person in your life.
So, Chris, do those transfer data? You may have said that.
You know, they do.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
now I'm a little more interested. I was thinking it was just charging. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And those didn't show up on Michael's doorstep or Marty's doorstep or Liz's doorstep.
Uh-oh.
We're just not special enough. See,
there might be time yet. You never know.
I always only hear stuff that shows up on Chris's doorstep.
Where's that cash register sound anyway?
Right? Credit card swipe and beep.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. So you just leave the ends in the devices, and then you click your cable on.
Oh, it's just so awesome. And I mean, I've had students ruin their micro ports because they sort of jammed them in. And,
Yep.
and so now we don't have to worry about that anymore. They're just fantastic. I used one with the Braille display the other day, and so I can vouch for the deed transfer data just famously. And I've got lots of investment in all these little tips and everything, but there's no other ecosphere of cables that I'd rather be in than the MagnaLink. So,
and they're braided, right? Still braided as well.
They are. Yep, they're awesome. And then to spell that, I didn't spell it. It's MagniLink. So MagnaLink. Yep.
Well, thank you for that. That is exciting. And I've never been into magnetic cables, but you sure know how to sell them. And I'm curious, have any of you guys used this device?
Hi. My Unmute gift guide recommendation is the Orbit Writer and the Turtleback case. Now, I recommend the Turtleback case because it has a strap on it that you can remove or keep on it. But if you keep it on it, you can put it around your neck and carry the Orbit Writer and type with it while walking if you need to. It also provides excellent protection for the Orbit Writer, and it has a paddock case so that you have ultimate protection, and there's a compartment on the top of the case in where you can put a charging cable to charge your Orbit Writer. I have 2 of these. It is the only device I use, and I highly, highly recommend it.
I have an Orbit Writer here too. Have you used that, Chris or Liz?
Yeah, I have an Orbit Writer. I don't have the case
Yeah.
that is mentioned, but I definitely have the Orbit Writer.
I'm assuming the turtleback is like a hard shell case.
No, Turtleback
No.
are leather cases. They're very nice. They're not cheap leather cases. I think for the Orbit Writer, you're looking at like $92, I think is
Yep.
what it is or something.
They're worth it though.
But I was going to say,
yeah.
but they're worth it because, they.
I have neither the case, neither that turtleback case nor an Orbit Writer, but
Yeah.
I have several turtleback cases for other products and swear by them.
Yeah.
So,
Well worth the investment. And
Yeah.
and I don't say that because AT Guy sells it. I say it because they're good cases.
They are, and because when you put something in there, you can't hardly get it out ever again. So it's hard to get
you
it
can
in.
hardly
hard
put
to
it
get
in
out.
there sometimes, but but then you could also never get it out, so it's fine.
It's not going to fall
Extra
out. You know?
protection. It's frustrating to put it in the first place, but then
Yeah.
it's satisfying because it's in there and won't go
Exactly.
anywhere.
And it's not going anywhere.
Exactly.
And you probably need something like this if you're going to start buying some Turtleback cases.
Give the gift of financial independence to someone who is blind.
Penny Forward, a nonprofit organization founded and led by blind people, needs your donation to provide accessible financial education programs to strengthen our community.
Our podcast, online courses, group workshops, and one-to-one financial counseling are helping people like Desiree Christian succeed in their personal, professional, and financial lives.
Chris at Penny Forward really helped me take my own self-imposed roadblocks out from under me, away from me, and went, oh, gee, I can do a thing even if life is hard. So I did a thing, and Flaunt Your Ability now exists. FlauntYourAbility.com.
Visit pennyforward.com to empower blind people as we build bright futures one penny at a time.
Colby, Liz, Chris, and Desiree. Thank you guys for that because that is well produced. I really like how that came together.
With the gift theme, if you would like, going over to pennyforward.com, you can gift a membership to someone. So that is another idea.
If you also need, like we've been talking about this entire time, other gift ideas, here's something. I think Marty was surprised that we got this in, but this is a gift that I think everyone needs.
Hey everyone, it's JJ from AT Guys, and I have a stocking stuffer idea that I think is good for just about anyone. So, you ever go over to someone's house or to a hotel room, and then you're trying to find an outlet and you have to dig behind the TV, behind the desk, because there just isn't an easy way to plug things in. Well, we have a new thing called the Charge, S-H-A-R-G-E, 100-watt charging station. So what this is a power hub that sits on a desk. And then what you can do is you can plug in several things all at once. So let me describe it for you really quickly. On the top are 2 regular outlets, AC outlets that you can plug things into. On the front are 4 additional plugs. 1 full-size USB-A, that's the big rectangle, and 3 smaller USB Type-C, that's the smaller rectangle that many new electronics have. So you can plug in up to 6 things at once. It will distribute up to 100 watts of power throughout all of the USB things that are plugged in. And then you just plug this into the wall with a cable or a cord on the back of this that goes from the back of the power station to the wall outlet. So it's designed to sit on a desk or a nightstand or wherever it is you want to add a few extra outlets to your life. Great thing to take over to your friend's house. Great thing to give as a stocking stuffer. So we have them at atguys.com. That's A as in Apple, T as in Tom, guys.com for $49.95. You can also call us at 269-216-4798.
We both do that. We say A as in Apple, T as in Tom, instead of, A as in access, T as in technology.
Those sound awesome. I would love to have one of those. You can never have enough power.
They're amazing. I run the MacBook Pro off of one and just plug the USB-C in and then the MagSafe cable in. And then if I need to, I can plug the mixer into it as well. It's a cool little device.
Yeah, that's a great thing for me to stuff in my own stocking.
Yeah, or other people's stockings. Wink, wink, nudge,
There you
nudge.
go. Maybe one will show up on Chris's doorstep. You never know.
There you go. AT Guys, order 3 of them and you get free shipping.
Oh, there you go. To all 3 different places, 4 different places, however many.
We'll work you out a
Places wanna
deal.
ship.
Yeah, for sure. So check that out. Thanks, JJ, for submitting that.
Hey, it's Ramya, and I'm back with a 2024 tech recommendation for the holidays. And I recommend an app this year. I was thinking I could recommend the AirPods like I want to, whether or not it's the holidays, but let's pause on the Apple products for a second. And the app that I want to recommend is called Duolingo. Now, yes, I do have personal experience with this app. I find it to be quite accessible using the screen reader on the iPhone, even with the latest iOS updates. And it's just fun. Honestly, if you're thinking about doing new things for the new year, or you're just kind of like, should I try Duolingo? Is it really worth the hype? I'd say so. The free version of Duolingo comes with a bit of annoying advertising, but other than that, it also comes with just a lot of fun activity-based engagement to learn a new language, lots of different languages to choose from. I myself have tried to dip my toes in learning some more French, and it has been going well. You talk to it, you listen, you practice your written language skills, and I will say a part of it is, learning to navigate with a screen reader, and it's not the same as a sighted person experiencing Duolingo, but it's pretty good. They have actively contributed to making sure that the app itself is accessible. And I have a friend who has gone far, far deep into her endeavors with learning Russian, and all through Duolingo, and she's been doing very well. So she's got good things to say about the app and its accessibility. Heads up for any changes that may have come since I recorded this, or any updates on Duolingo. But because their team is actively helping with accessibility, I think you're still good to go. So Duolingo, that's my app of choice for 2024 and holiday recommendation of tech to try.
The last one we have is kind of a little bit more techy, so bear with us, and we will wrap this up afterwards.
Hello, Unmute community. This is Michael Dowies with a holiday gift idea for everybody. This idea is the gift of automation, and I wanted to talk about 2 things here. One is the Philips Hue bulbs. Philips makes light bulbs that can be used throughout your home or office, and they could, if you're a low vision user or for the sighted folks in your world, these light bulbs can be used to automate, at certain times of the day. They could come on, they can change color. And for those that have hearing loss, they can be used to even do things like turn on whenever somebody rings your doorbell, or that they're even near your door. So there's a lot of things that can be done with these. It's maybe not the best blindness product, but it is a good product for those with vision in your life. And also, you can find ways to automate these things at a website I've created called Beyond the Gallery. It's where you could use Siri shortcuts and make your own or see what other people have made. It's beyondthegallery.app. So those are some interesting ideas that are creative. And there are so many other different light bulb manufacturers. Philips are the ones that I use. They're a little more expensive, but there are different ones out there. So home automation is always a good gift-giving idea for anybody. So I hope that you all have a great holiday season, and thanks for listening.
I don't use Philip Hue. We used to use Philip Hue, and then the little hub thing got destroyed, and then I'm like, I don't want to buy more of these hubs, and now I think I'm going to go back to Philips Hue because it just worked. They were reliable. Do any of you use home smart lights?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we use...
Oh, go ahead, Michael.
I was going to say, I use 2 of them out here for like when I'm live on Kelly and Co. And we need to get better lighting. I can simply just shout out to Siri or a lady, I already said her name, so Alexa, and say, hey, turn the lights in the garage on 75%. And that gives me the lighting that I need for video.
So I wanted to throw in here at the end, you can also think about for gifts for people that give all year long. You can do subscriptions to favorite podcasts. There is the Twit Network. Michael and I listen to some shows on there. Leo Laporte and all of his crew has been around forever. So check them out. They got a lot of really awesome classic podcasts. Relay FM is awesome. They've got a ton of shows on there, and they're really great. And I love their shows, specifically Mac power users. But there is another show that is one of our favorite shows. And Chris, you always want to make sure that you don't get caught doing what at work?
Mac Geek Gab at work. I don't want to get caught doing that.
No, you do not.
It's an awesome
They have a
show.
thing like "Don't get caught." That's their thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Good
awesome.
tagline.
Liz or Chris, do either of you have a final gift suggestion you want to mention before we wrap it up?
Yes, I have 2 things. The first of which is an Anchor Nano 3-in-1 portable battery bank with a built-in USB-C cable and a foldable wall plug. So you can not only have a battery, but have a built-in cable, and it will charge your iPhone or your Android phone or any small device that you may need to have charged. My second gift idea is a particular backpack that holds your laptop and anything else that you might want to put in it, because this backpack is incredible. The brand it is on Amazon, and I will spell the brand. Kroser is the brand, and I have the 17-inch, I believe, but maybe I have the 15-inch. Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember which one I have, but I believe it is the smaller one. But it fits 2 computers, several Braille devices, and picture streams, all the things with room to spare. I highly recommend it, and you can fit the charger that I just recommended into it as well.
Handy. There's nothing like a charger with a built-in cable, because we've all been there. Oh, I have the charger. I don't have the right cable, though, so it doesn't work. So that's awesome.
This thing's cool because it does have that USB-C cable built into it. And it also has a wall plug, so you can plug it into the wall. And then it also has a USB-C port on it if you want to have an extra cable to charge one other thing. But it also has pass-through power. So if you don't have a wall plug, you could also charge it with that USB-C port.
That is handy.
It's a cool, handy little gadget. So it's awesome.
So for me, I think my holiday gift guide is gift suggestion is not going to be something cheesy like you could gift one of your friends a membership to Club Unmute for a year at unmute.show. But it is going to be something like, I think for me, there's a software out there that everyone should have if you're on the Mac, and it's called Keyboard Maestro. Keyboard Maestro lets you automate a lot of things that you might want to do on the Mac, and even if you don't think it can be automated, chances are if you work with my best friend ChatGPT or visit some forums to try to figure out what people have done with the software you're currently using, chances are you'll be able to find a Keyboard Maestro macro. So if you want to get that nerd in your life who you know is on the Mac, something techie to automate their life, check out Keyboard Maestro in order to get that. So appreciate everyone joining. Marty, you want to say thank you to everyone, unless you guys have anything else to say, and we can close it up.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We hope that you have a great holiday. Thanks for checking out the gift gadget guide. We want to make sure everyone has a happy, safe holiday, and happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays from all of us here at Unmute. And we will see you all over the holidays, and stay safe.
Thanks for joining us, Liz and Chris. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.